right back in here into the action. Last game of the day. Flames taking on FAU. FAU on the left-hand side on your screen, and Liberty on the right-hand side. Manny Marshall alongside of Kevin Catfish Arcilla. So Liberty, good field position in the center. FAU also has pretty solid field position as well.
Now this is to punch their ticket to the dance, huh, Matt?
Yes. Winner of this game will advance. Loser goes home. And whoever wins this match will join Texas A&M Aggies, Penn State Nittany Lions, University of Central Florida Knights in Sunday's competition.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, so Liberty losing a body, D side of the field.
It's two players coming off from Liberty. Looking at the Owls are still 5 strong. Oh, Liberty losing another player coming out of the Snake.
Yeah, so Liberty losing 2 bodies now. And here comes FAU pushing up here, Snake side.
Vogel. Hermes yelling at Vogel to get down, son.
Yeah, you got to listen to your coach over here at Snake side for sure. Coach is right beside you, so if you're within shouting distance of the coach, you better be listening to what he's saying.
Hermes trying to joystick Vogel up the Snake here without losing him. Looks like FAU playing a little bit more conservative here.
Well, FAU, I was going to say, they're only looking at 2 bodies, now just looking at 1 who's on the D side, so they completely own the Snake side of the field, and it's looking like a for sure point here for FAU. So
looks like Hermes is happy with the performance of his guys right now.
He should be. You know, Liberty really wants to win this game. They've been knocking on the door, like we were talking about last game. Speaking about this match, is Liberty they want to get into that top 4. They want to win a paintball national championship. You can see here fighting in that Snake, but ends up getting shot out of that spot. So Florida Atlantic University taking the first strike here and going to go up 1-0. They're watching replays of the action on the D side. So Catfish, we're also seeing that these games, I wouldn't say they're slowing down, but the points are spreading out a little bit, you know, because I think that at this point, these teams have learned this field so well. They know it works, they know it doesn't, and they're just being smarter all around about their moves.
No, definitely. I mean, it goes without saying, if you made it this far, you know, you got to slow down because who you're playing is definitely going to be a tough opponent.
Of course. If you got this deep in the tournament, you're playing somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, they didn't get this deep, you know, they didn't get a free ticket.
So Liberty walking out with their next starting 5. And Owls haven't come out yet, and now starting to take the field.
Look, we got Vogel coming out for the Owls. Look for him on the Snake side.
Yeah, there's a guy down there.
Yeah, Vogel can ball, man.
Yeah, he's a baller, you know. Speaking of ballers, I guess they lost one of their guys threw out his shoulder yesterday in one of the games.
Yeah, I heard that FAU
threw out his shoulder, picked up his gun, smoked the guy down, put the gun into his bad shoulder to load it, pulled it back out, and smoked another guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. That guy's game, for sure.
Hey, alpha runner.
Well, under 10 seconds to go. This game brought to you by Contract Killer, CK Fight Life. Need any awesome gun designs, you definitely want to check out Contract Killer. And as well as playing gear and MMA gear as well. So 7 minutes, 44 seconds to go. The Owls doubling up that back center, but they lose one of those bodies. That's Vogel taking the walk.
Taking the walk of shame. Looking like 2 Liberty players coming off here.
Yeah, Liberty losing 2 as well. So looks like it's 3 on 4. Owls only losing 1 body. You can see here there's a battle on the Snake side shaping up.
Yep. It looks like, oh man, the Owls into that 50 Dorito. That would be the red Dorito. That guy's now a thorn. Oh, Liberty player coming off. It's 3 Liberty players coming off.
Yeah, well, Liberty walking off in droves right now because FAU has been able to make some moves on that D side of the field, and that's where most of these kills are coming from. Now just 1 player left alive for Liberty, so.
That D side is very, very crucial to at least control a little bit, you know? You can't concede that. There's too many angles.
So immediately FAU making their presence known here, and Liberty not able to get it done in these first 2 points. The Owls going to go up 2-0, 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to play. It's almost Catfish, when I'm thinking about what's been going wrong with Liberty here in these first couple points, they really haven't been able to get any sort of start because the Owls have just been the aggressor.
Yeah,
and which is interesting because this field's hard to push on. But I think the better teams are starting to figure out those moves.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've been watching. I talked to Hermes earlier, and he said he's been watching all the games, and he has a game plan to control the Dorito side, and it's been working. I mean, all the kills have been coming off that side.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we just saw he made it in the 50-yard line, and then just all of a sudden we just saw just tons of Liberty players just walking off.
It's like they checked in their Costco card and just getting kills at wholesale right now.
Pretty much. So less than a minute to go for the start of this next one.
Like they're sending Vogel back out there.
Vogel can ball.
Yeah, he is. And Hermes letting them know what's going on.
Well, the Florida team's representing here this afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, we just watched Central Florida Knights destroy Purdue, particularly in the second half. Purdue had a really good first half, so it was not really good, but it was close heading into the second half. But as soon as we started that second half, Central Florida just started handling business. And right now, FAU, first 2 quick ones here against Liberty.
They even had those pounding sticks in their ears on the side of the field.
Yeah.
The pounding stick gate.
Well, was there counter coaching? I was wondering, and it's kind of tough to figure out from here. Was there counter coaching going on both sides of that?
Well,
of that match?
I wasn't doing the cast, but I heard there was a fight going on. So you know me, I like to see myself a good little scrap. So I ran over there.
Fight, yeah,
you know. And apparently one of the moms from FAU was grabbing those pounding sticks and popping them because they were just not counter coaching, but pounding those sticks right next to the coach.
Wow.
That side.
So now, let's see if Liberty can get it going. They lose a body on the D side. They push a body there into the yellow zone. And also FAU mirrored up in that position. No penalty on Liberty.
Shoot 2, get 1 free.
Yeah.
Liberty just having a rough go right here.
And
here comes the Owls swooping down on them.
Running through that center.
Jeez. Who is this? Is that Chris Asoy with long hair right through the middle? Who is that?
Well, the Owls are making quick work of Liberty right now.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not going to help Liberty when you're down some points to start getting penalties.
Who knows? Maybe Hermes unlocked something on that side of the field because majority of the first G's are coming out from behind the Dorit side.
So let's look at that. You can see, okay, there was so the penalty was from the Thompson in the back center. So Thompson has to take the guilty walk to the penalty box.
Walk of shame.
Which sends Smith off as well, too. And you can see Smith turn around. Not right now.
What is going on?
But because it was a minor penalty, it will come off the board. So it's 6 minutes left to play here in this first half of the last game of the quarterfinals.
Trying to figure out why he got that minor called on him.
Yeah, referee, they're croning everybody in. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
This year, everything has changed. It's time for a new day of National Paintball. An industry-backed, team-supported, and promoter-ran circuit is here. We have successfully come together to celebrate the best in our sport, show the world outside the netting how intense and amazing paintball is. It's time for you to have a voice. Join us at playnxl.com.
Welcome back here. Less than a minute to go for the start of this next point. It's been all FAU Owls so far here. Liberty needs to get it going, as they did not want to come into this game and get beat up by the Owls, fighting for their lives in this tournament. And the reason that, you know, the teams that got the buys were the teams that did really well in their divisions. And, you know, FAU had to play this morning against North Carolina State University Wolfpack. You called that game, Cat.
Yeah.
How good did FAU look in that match?
FAU looked really good. I mean, you had Deeks, Locklear. I believe Locklear was in here as well as Volgo, just controlling down the snake. Hermes doing his job, joysticking those guys down the snake and making sure, you know, they know exactly where the G's are coming off of. It was, you know, they played like a team out there. A lot of these teams out here aren't playing like a team. They're just counting on that coach to tell them what's going on.
On the breakout, Liberty tries to make it to the snake off the break, and it looks like he makes it in there clean. So 5 players alive, and now dishing back some kills against FAU. 2 bodies walking off for FAU. It's 3 on 5.
Oh,
Liberty
looks like
with the advantage.
Sim is just getting blasted out of the snake here.
But see, this is frustrating to see. Liberty is up 3 on 5, and instead of just kind of chilling for a little bit and assess the situation and then they make the moves, they lose their player in the snake immediately as he tries to get up, gets a little bit too greedy.
Smith looks like he lost his gun. I don't know what the ref took it from him. We might have to have our spy on the sideline check that out for us. Oh man, looks like a ref just took a shot in the neck.
Yeah, well, and so did one of the players for Liberty in the center. You know, so this is Liberty had to capitalize on this situation. They go up early, but instead of capitalizing on this high body, you have to win the high body situations.
Yeah.
You are never going to win paintball matches if you can't win the majority of the high body situations. It was 5 on 3, and now it's 3 on 2 in favor of the Owls. Owls looking really good. Here comes
Owls
Vogel.
are looking real good. Vogel just coming down here, floppy hair.
Yeah, Vogel makes it all the way past the 50-yard line onto Liberty's side of the field.
Oh, trying to eliminate that last player back there.
So unfortunate turn of events for Liberty. Maybe they can flip the script here. All they need to do is just take out a couple of these Owl players. But the Owls in dominant field position, and it's not looking good for Liberty right now. See, Liberty's just hiding in those spots over there on the D side because Vogel is all the way on their side of the field.
He's all up in their fridge trying to see if they got any orange juice in there, apple juice, you know. Got bologna. I like bologna.
So they're going to close it out, and the Owls just dominating right now.
Oh, man.
Which is
it's unfortunate because Liberty is a good team. They're a really good team, and it's just, I don't know, not.
Well, the thing is that, look, when you create an opportunity and shoot a couple guys off the break, it's 5 on 3. The next moves that you make can't be into somebody's stream of paint. You're only looking at 3 guns. So here's one of them right here. I think it was a Smith.
Yeah.
So Smith goes out really wide. Instead of going inside and tight, he goes out wide and just dives right into a stream. So he dies. And here's another guy. Was he dying out of a spot?
Yeah, he just gets blasted on. I think the ref took some heat.
And then that was the last 2 players left alive for Liberty. It wasn't their bad.
No.
You know, they're still alive.
They're getting just shot out of their bunkers right now.
Yeah, and well, that's the thing is that if I'd be incredibly angry if I was one of those last 2 players left alive. I would come in and be like, guys, did we really just blow a 5 on 3? Come on, we need to play tighter than that. We're here. We're getting further on in this tournament. If we want to play tomorrow, well, we need you guys to play tighter. Think a little bit more. We shoot 2, we drop 2 quick. All right, well, then you're only looking at 3 streams of paint now. And we have 5 guys. So let's work together to progress up the field. We got a bunch of time. We're still in the first half. So now, instead of it being 3-1 and a 2-point spread, it's 4-0, 4-point spread. And Liberty has a penalty.
Now, folks at home, that was a PG version of what Matt would have told us because I've played with Matt. And I definitely know he wouldn't have said at that con. There would have been bombs going off. I'm probably going to get a pot thrown at me.
You got me.
What's going on? Come on.
You got me. We did play together for a long time, so.
Come on now.
We all gave each other a fair share of earfuls here and there.
You made it sound so calm and collective, and I know that's not how it went down.
Well, you know, I've learned in my old age. Be a little bit nicer, a little bit kinder.
And Hermes whispering some secrets into their ear now.
Yeah, so this is do or die time right now. I know we're still only about midway through the first half, but already Florida Atlantic University just controlling the action here. And to see, again, Liberty below a 5 on 3 situation.
Yeah.
I'm hoping their coach is talking to them right now and saying, look, we have to shake all that off. We have to go out there and start. Everyone needs to contribute, okay? And if we do earn a situation where we should be winning that, we need to capitalize on the situations that we present, that we earn and we present for ourselves. Okay. So,
looking like Liberty called the timeout.
That's smart right now.
Yeah,
that'll give them more time to get in their ears.
You need to figure out what's going on because its game is about to get out of their reach right now.
Liberty cannot let FAU, the way FAU is playing, they cannot let them get any further up on them right now with 3 minutes and 49 seconds left to go here in the first half. So we're going to be right back. Stick with us.
Hey, Greg, may I have a field pod?
Introducing M-Dry, a new fabric technology integrated with the Contact F5 jersey. M-Dry is engineered mesh fabric designed to breathe more, increase airflow, and decrease moisture. M-Dry panels are designed for spatial distribution of heat and moisture by a hexagon pattern that's woven into the lightweight fabric. The ventilation is a design gradient so the hotter zones breathe more and regulate airflow, making the Contact F5 the most comfortable, lightweight, and breathable paintball jersey available that keeps the player cool while heating up on the field. Available at empirepaintball.com.
Welcome back here. Last game of the day here, 2015 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. I'm Matty Marshall with Kevin Catfish Arcilla.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, usted?
Bien, bien. You know who's not bien? Liberty right now.
Oh, no bueno.
FAU is really handling it right now, and Liberty, you know, I expect more out of Liberty. They've been doing this for a while. I love that franchise. Such nice guys. They worked really hard at this. They worked really hard to get to this moment, and they're just not capitalizing on any situation that they've created for themselves where they could win a point here. And like you had just spoke about before we went to the quick break, FAU could really start pulling away here. It's already do or die time for Liberty.
Oh, yeah. And it's not even into the second half, you know? Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's going to be a long. If Owls close out with a couple more points and they go into the second half 6-0, right around there,
that might be a wrap.
Then that's going to be a real. Yeah, that's probably a wrap. It's going to be a long 10 minutes for Liberty, or who knows? I mean, again, Liberty's a good team, and they got some talent on that squad, but they have to stay alive on the break, and they risk a player all the way to the snake off the break. They lose
Thompson
another one. Yeah. I think that was Thompson, but they lose another one out of the center, doubling up that back center bunker.
The Owls into the A, just dominated. Now totally shut down that snake, and this is going to be bad now.
The Owls are just exerting their will right now on Liberty.
This is just back massage is about to be handed out, and it's not going to be a happy ending at all. Oh, here it comes. Here comes Vogel. Oh, back massage. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the Flames are having a rough go at it here in this game. I did not expect a beating in this quarterfinal matchup.
Wagner just being checked by the ref there. You're good.
Liberty needs to hang tight.
Yeah.
They really do. Again, think about this. There's 13 minutes left of game time.
Thompson just not being able to make it in there.
Well, that's kind of a bold play,
it is,
too.
yeah.
And you see that the last players left alive for Liberty just catching a couple, just getting chicken winged. So think about it, 13 minutes left in game time. So, yeah, they haven't been able to score a point yet, but they've really got to lock those off-the-break shots. I mean, the Owls are definitely getting those off-the-break shots, but when you're risking guys like all the way to the snake, that's a pretty far run. So Liberty maybe just, but it's tough, though, because they're doubling up that back center and getting shot out of there as well.
Definitely. They're just not playing tight enough, because, I mean, we've seen teams do that. We've seen teams stick 3 guys back there, and once in a while all 3 will survive, but, I mean, but you just need to tighten up back there.
Well, you know how it is. I mean, it comes down to the pressure that you're putting on the people shooting back at you.
Yeah.
Because if you whip your gun around, you get an accurate shot on the guy that's trying to either shoot your runners or shoot at you, he has to flinch or die.
Yeah.
It's flinch or die, and if he dies, great for you. If he flinches, that's still great for you because it puts him into a bunker, and then you can either get your guy into their spot or you get to your spot alive, and now you have dominance to start wrapping around.
You got to be able to impose your will on that guy you're gunfighting, because if you can't do that, then, I mean, you might as well just start walking back to the pit.
Yeah, so much more accurate paintball here by the Owls. Just haven't seen any offense out of Liberty. And this is my first time seeing Liberty since last year, so I was, knowing that they have such a strong squad, I was really hoping we'd see a good performance out of them here. They could make a run at finally getting that NCPA championship under their belt that I know they've been working towards.
Yeah.
So Campbell, Tippett, Smith all heading out for Liberty in this point. And getting kind of a late start out there, though. That's another
contributing factor.
It is another contributing factor. So Liberty was able to get 5 guys out, and it looks like, let's see, do they keep 5 alive? They do.
They do. 1 L coming off.
Thompson getting into the center.
Maybe changing it up a little bit.
So that's a more conservative game plan off the break here for Liberty. They go up the center, and yes, it's farther up the field, but it's the wide guys that have been getting shot a lot.
Definitely. Looks like the Owls are into the snake now. Snake 1.
Well, it's also, when you go up 5 points, you got a lot of time to work with. You don't have to rush anything.
No, not at all.
So it's a little bit more calm and composed right now for the Owls in their spots.
There's 3 Owl players walking off right now. Looking like we got all 5 Liberty players and 2 Owls.
Oh, Vogel catches one.
Man.
So
1 Owl, 1 Owl 5.
This is what Liberty needed right here. They needed to score a dominant point and slow that momentum down from FAU. Now making moves on the D side.
You guys need a... What's going on here? Oh. Look like Thompson going to run this in, checking himself.
So nice work finally by Liberty here to get on the board, make this a 4-point game with 1 minute, 48 seconds to go. See the thumbs up from the referee. Thompson, the hang is clean. And Thompson's one of those guys from Liberty I really want to see step up. I really like that guy's play. He has fluid mechanics, seems very aggressive, and getting it done there. Seeing a bunch of FAU players catching paintballs.
Yeah. You know, this time, you know, in the breakout, all 5 alive, played smart, you know, stayed in their bunkers, imposed their will on their gunfights, and
yeah.
you saw the results, all 5 alive.
So they got to keep it going now. They've seen a little bit of a chink in the FAU armor, definitely whipping those guns around, getting those off-the-break shots. Let's see if Liberty can do it again. We're going to be right back. Stick with us. We are back. 38 seconds to go before the start of this next point. Could be the last point here in this half. As we've seen, well, I don't know. I mean, it depends. I mean, both Liberty and the Owls have been pushing pretty hard, Catfish.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit different than some of the slower points that we saw in the past couple games.
This is
true. Long Beach and Penn State played probably one of the lowest scoring games that we had out here, but it was pretty exciting because it was a back and forth battle. This has been a mostly one-sided affair until finally Liberty steps up to put a point on the board in that last one. So the question is, can they keep it up?
The last Liberty player checking in now.
And there's the eye in the sky breakout. Liberty on your right, FAU on your left. And better breakout to the snake.
2
for FAU.
FAU losing 1 and Liberty losing 3. Turning it into a quick 4-on-2.
Yeah, bomb blows up on Liberty's side of the field. 3 players walking off the break. So, man, FAU, they may have had a little stumble in that last one, but looking real solid again here.
Oh, man. FAU letting them know nothing's changed. Oh.
And willing to throw a couple bodies away to get those last couple kills. The Owls going to go up another one here as we are going to probably crack the 1-minute mark before this flag gets walked in.
Who's that, Ans?
That's Ansbrough. Ansbrough's a baller, man. Yeah. We've seen a couple FAU games out here already, and he's definitely been a contributor for them.
Oh, definitely.
But that's what's kind of scary about FAU is that they don't just have a couple guys you got to worry about. I mean, they got a pretty solid roster.
Here he comes around right here, letting him have it on the pack and shooting inside and then letting him have some more for good measures.
That was pretty textbook right there.
Yeah,
kept his gun up, eyes on a swivel, knew where the bodies were.
Knew exactly where he was going.
No wasted movements.
See, that's key. A lot of these run-throughs that I've been seeing today have been great. I mean, but you don't have to run past the bunker. What he did there was he came up, shot the first guy, came around, and shot the other guy and stayed alive. You know, if you want to take that guy down, that's fine and do it. But if you can take 3 guys down, 2 guys down, that's even better. And stay alive, oh, man. That's superstar.
Staying alive, that's the golden ticket right there.
Yeah,
you can shoot the guy you're trying to bunker out and stay alive. Yeah. You're going to get a big pat on the back from the rest of your boys when you get back to the pits. And FAU looking real solid, though. 6-1 is the score. And Liberty just falling short here in this first half.
Yeah.
Referees fixing the field up. And ended up being a pretty nice afternoon here. Breeze picked up a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Killing some of the humidity.
I mean, I'm still sweating, but I mean...
It's Florida, man.
Why is it so hot?
Because we're in Florida.
And I saw Rocky yesterday, and I was like, Rocky, how do you do it, man? It's just
oh, he loves it down
here.
Yeah,
he loves it down
He's
here.
a beach creature.
He is a beach creature. He was like, man, I live next to the coast. I'm in the water all the time. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So, yeah, it's a long time. Rocky Cagnoni, paintball legend.
The Rock.
But, so right now, can Liberty get enough, can they mount enough offense to handle FAU? I don't know. The jury's out on that one because FAU has looked pretty flawless here so far.
I think the jury's back on that one already, man. 6-1 in the first half. Looking like FAU coming out wholesale now. Their turn.
Well, that's what Liberty needs, though. They need to capitalize on this, though. They've created an opportunity for themselves. And that was their problem early on in that 5-on-3. So just with 39 seconds, they need to count the bodies and realize that they're only looking at 3 bodies. They have 5. Uh-oh, they lose Thompson.
Thompson getting some in the grill there. Liberty taking more real estate. Dorito player taking it in the grill as well. 2 Liberty players coming off, looking like only 3 left, and they seem to be lined up in the middle.
I don't know if
that's the third one.
I don't know if the Owls have been doing low body situation drills, but it definitely looks like it.
Yeah.
They haven't been put in that situation very much, but both times they start chopping Liberty up when Liberty's up bodies.
Definitely. And I mean, Hermes is just letting them know what's going on out there, which is another good.
Well, Smith gives it a shot, runs and grabs a flag and tries to push forward, but not able to do it. So FAU, though they did lose a bunch of bodies at the start of that point, able to control Liberty.
Not give up another point on that half.
Yeah, so beautiful work by the FAU Owls. And we will reset, throw 10 more minutes on the board, and be back with some second half action here. 2015 NCPA Championships. I'm Matty Marshall with Catfish, and we're going to be right back. Welcome back here, second half action. Last game of the day, Liberty taking on FAU, and it has been almost all FAU so far. 6-1 is the score. We've got about 40 seconds before the start of the second half. Man, and I'll tell you what, coming into this game, I really expected this one to be close. Liberty was able to get the buy into this because they did well during the regular season, but FAU, we know FAU can play some paintball, and they are proving it right now. I mean, this is, the first half was, other than that 1 point for Liberty Catfish, this has just been utter domination by FAU.
Yeah, and I mean, you kind of sugarcoated in the beginning there of the first. It's just been real bad going for Liberty right now. It's, you know.
Well, they could turn it around.
They
they're
definitely
only down
could.
5 and they have 10 minutes.
It's definitely,
so we're talking about
could.
2-minute points. That's totally possible.
This is definitely possible.
Oh, but Liberty, little mistake, has to tag up, gets a bad start.
No, it's not called out on it.
But
2 owls coming, or 1 owl coming off.
Yeah, so they were able to shoot an owl, and they lose a body on the D side as well. So it's tied up on the body count, 4-4. Now Liberty doesn't have anyone on the D side, so they have to sprint a body over that side.
Oh,
and
another owl coming off.
Another FAU player taking the walk. So here's Liberty with another high body situation. It's 4-on-3. Let's see if they can capitalize. We watched them squander 2 of these in the first half.
4-on-2 now. 4-on-2.
It's a must-win situation for Liberty right now. This could be a momentum shifter. Start the first half, come out, get a couple kills off the break.
Oh, a 3-on-2 now. Liberty losing their player that shifted over to Dorito side. Oh, tower player catching one in the grill, making it a 2-on-2. Oh, a 2-on-1 now. Looking like the Owls lost their Dorito player. Seems to have his hand in the air.
I see a couple Liberty players walking off, though. I think we're looking
at... that's one Liberty player coming off. Or maybe, no, maybe I was mistaken. There's 2 Owls left.
3 Liberty players are walking off. Now it's a 1-on-2 in favor of the Owls. And just Chris Smith. So Liberty, again, dropping the ball in a high body situation. It was 4-on-3. We're watching guys die out of their spots.
Looks like you got Ansberg over here. You know he's not going to let nothing happen.
And so FAU doing, I'm telling you, FAU has definitely been doing some low body situation drills, because every single time that we've seen that situation crop up, they're able to handle business.
Yes, they are.
And
looks like one player's bent over there. Maybe cramping up from this heat, or maybe looks like he wants to relieve himself somehow.
Clutch performance there by FAU. Looked like Liberty might, again, come out second half, steal the momentum back, but no. FAU, only 3 bodies left alive, able to dig in deep, get those kills, and shoot Liberty out of their spot. So Liberty having a really big problem with survivability.
Yeah, they're just getting shot out of their bunkers. I mean, they might not be tucking themselves in as quick, and this is where he catches one.
Yeah, but see, that's what I hate seeing that, because if you are in a high body situation, there's only a couple variables, and you're looking at guys getting shot from angles they do not know where the opposition is.
That's just not doing your homework right there. You're just coming in blind right now. And I mean, just you want to make it to the show, you got to do your homework. You just can't show up to the field and think like, hey, you know what? We've made it, you know, we got that bye, and we're just going to get in there. And that's not happening.
Well, Liberty does have 8 minutes and 6 seconds to work with, but the Owls so dominant right here that, you know, we talked about how much of a favorite the Central Florida was. I mean, we could potentially see, depending on how tomorrow shakes out, I mean, you have to give FAU a nod too.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the way they're performing right now, low body situations, you definitely have to give them a nod.
Well, the thing about tomorrow is that there's some interesting stories developing here. Texas A&M only have 6 guys. They have 6 guys, and they've been running those Ironman squads, and they're undefeated here. Yeah. Then Penn State beats a really great Long Beach State team. So that was a hard-fought game. That was a close match. So Penn State was able to scrap that one out. So that's a good story. Then head into the next match, and Central Florida Knights put it on Purdue in a big-time whooping. And I really liked how Purdue played in their game against Wisconsin-Milwaukee Panthers. And then now we're watching Liberty get decimated by FAU. So each one of the teams that, you know, because there's a really good chance here, obviously, that FAU is going to take this victory, even though there's 8 minutes left, but Liberty's really struggling. So every single one of the teams that's been victorious today has a good story, and I think you could make a decent argument for them winning this tournament.
Oh, definitely.
So that's going to make tomorrow really interesting.
No, yeah, it's going to be real interesting. I mean, we got a team coming into the tournament undefeated, or going through the tournament undefeated. Looks like the Owls are taken into the Dorito side, as well as Liberty. Liberty having all 5 guys alive. Nope, they dropped one. Owls are 5 strong right now.
Owls looking good, coming left-handed down the snake side. There's Lochner.
Yeah, Lochner.
So we're looking at the back line for FAU Owls.
Yeah, Hermes real animated on the sideline there.
Well, and hey, Hermes should be happy. The coach for FAU, sideline coach, Hermes.
Yeah, look at him. Get in there.
Very happy with his guys right now.
Well, Hermes, you know, is a veteran. He was here, you know, last year and dealing out his damage out here.
And they don't need to go anywhere. They don't need to do anything. I'd be telling guys to carry a couple extra pods of paint out there, slow down the pace of this game. I would really be reiterating the fact, look, guys, we're up a ton. We have a 6-point lead right now. Don't make any mistakes.
Yeah.
If a guy's going to aggressively gunfight you, that's fine. Let him put you in.
Yeah.
Let him put you in and just shoot the lane he's going to run through. Because
Yeah, exactly.
you know they have to push. Liberty they cannot be lackadaisical about this. They have to force it now. And they've already been getting beat to the punch in moves as far as taking ground and also in gunfights.
Looks like Liberty losing another player. It's a 2-on-5, I believe. Yeah, 2-on-5 now. And the Owls are just sitting. They got all the prime real estate and just chilling right now. Looks like Liberty going to concede that point.
Well, that's kind of smart at this point. I mean, yes, it does put FAU up by 7 now, and with only 6 minutes and 32 seconds to go. However, the Owls were just going to keep slow playing that game.
Yeah, the slow roll now.
They were up a ton of bodies. Liberty was, you know, out of options.
And now it's gut check time for Liberty. What are you going to do? Or you just got to be aggressive now. Just throw caution to the wind and just get in there now at this point. I mean, you're down 7 points. Now you're fighting for pride.
Yes, you are fighting for pride. There's more than likely you're going to lose this game. And you really just have to put guys in and go. This is not a put people in and go field either, though, which is difficult.
Yeah.
As we're seeing Liberty here, and you can see Thompson just shaking his head in disappointment and frustration.
Things are just not going their way today.
No, Liberty having a bad afternoon here. Well, we'll be right back with some more of the second half action. Stick with us. Welcome back here, Lakeland, Florida, down at Central Florida Paintball. Matty Marshall with Catherine Sarcilla. So, Cat, man, it's been all FAU, and Liberty cannot find any of the mojo that's been working for them in the past seasons. FAU putting on a clinic right now.
Yeah, dude, this is Paintball 101. I mean, in all aspects. I mean, high body counts, low body counts. This is just the way it's done.
This game brought to you by Contract Killer. Check out CK Fight Life. You need any gear for MMA, paintball, need some awesome gun designs.
There you go, Liberty coming out strong this time. Liberty at the A. The red 50 snake as well. Taking up that prime real estate.
Hey, Liberty finally getting a little offense
there
going
we go.
Right now.
There's a little heat coming their way. Oh, another out player coming off. I believe that's going to be 2 out players left? 3? 2.
Liberty loses one of their players in the center. Owls dropping.
Here we go, and they're dropping again. Like you said, this is a low body situation, and the Owls are just chopping them up as they come. Looks like oh man. Looks like 1 out player maybe left, no?
No, that is going to do it. So Liberty going to put another point on the board here.
Here we go.
To pull within 6 with 5 minutes and 34 seconds.
Is this still doable right here?
Maybe in some universe. But right now, it is, even though that was a good point win from them, but they still threw a couple bodies away. But at the same time, though, I don't want to be too harsh on Liberty. If they're starting to lose bodies and they're up, they don't have a choice. They have to push aggressive, and they have to push fast. Time's ticking off here. They're down a bunch of points. So now you got to throw caution to win here and just start putting guys in and go. Again, but this is not that type of field.
Definitely not. You got to work with the guy next to you.
So heading into tomorrow's matchups, because this is not a put people in a go. This isn't a very aggressive field. It's a tactical field. This is a gunfight field. This is a this is a field for players that have smart, controlled aggression, that have the ability to read variables, realize what's in front of them, and make those smart moves. Not that just, hey, I'm just going to roll out, put my guy in, and hope to God no one's shooting that lane.
Yeah, I'm going to step out and hopefully no one blazes me.
Yeah, and that doesn't work here. So going into tomorrow, that's another conversation that's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, if you can get those early points up and be able to control the pace of the game a little bit, that's why those early points are so crucial.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And the Owls have a lot of those early points up on that board.
Well, hey, at least Liberty finally got back in this match.
Yeah.
But it might be a story of a little too late. We will see. Just 30 seconds to go. FAU is already set and ready to roll. Liberty still getting their players out on the field.
That's another,
Well, at this point, I mean, Liberty needs to come up with some aggressive game plans, right? So I could see why. Look, FAU's doing everything right.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just lost that last one, massive lead still. If you're the coach, it's like, all right, just run play one. It's going great. It's worked a bunch of times already today, so just keep rolling with it. Not a lot of talking that their coach needs to do to FAU right now. On the flip side, Liberty, they need to expend all of those 2 minutes trying to come up with a game plan that's going to work here.
Yeah, and this is what separates teams from each other. I mean, the ability to be able to adapt to what's given to you. I mean, it looks like the Owls are able to adapt a lot quicker than Liberty and not giving them a chance to figure out what's going on. Looks like Liberty losing a player, and so did the Owls. 4 strong on both sides.
Yeah, both teams losing a body. And FAU right now, they just want to take as much time off the clock as possible. Calm, controlled game, roll your guns. Keep that pressure on Liberty. You know Liberty's coming for you. They have to push forward. So just keep throwing paint at their face. Let them walk into those streams. Even if they put you in, that's fine. Yeah. Just shoot the lane you know they're going to run through.
Looks like we got a Liberty player in the Dorito side there. You see all of the Liberty players left alive, including the one in the snake. That would be the 4th one. Hermes telling his snake guy to stay put.
Yeah, if I was Hermes right now, I'd say, look, set 6-point lead, bro, guys. 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Just keep rolling your gun. You know they have to come. So that's fine. Shoot them when they push forward.
Looks like a Liberty player being eliminated, and as well as an out player. Liberty making the center 50A and the center 50 snake as well. Gobbling up some of this real estate given to him. Oh, A being eliminated. And into the snake goes, is that Locklear?
Well, as we crack the 4-minute mark, Owls lose another body on the D side.
The snake player. Rule number 1, never come over the top of the snake. I don't know if you've been told that.
Well, he's trying to make something happen.
This is true.
So Owl's going to put yet another point on the board, and we may see another team put up that, hard to achieve mark of double digits. Owls 1 point away from that 10-point mark. We saw in the last match, Central Florida Knights they were able to put up into double digits on Purdue. And there's Liberty getting decimated in the center.
Just everything going right for the Owls and everything going wrong for Liberty at this current moment.
Yeah, Liberty can't catch a break.
No, they're just, I don't know, they're just losing their gun battles right now. They're definitely losing a lot of their gun battles. The last couple of games, they've made their bunkers off the break and just there's a little bit of sloppiness.
Yeah, but there is definitely sloppiness on the side of Liberty, and they could definitely have a little bit more. I need a little bit more work on the gunfighting category, but I don't think it's Liberty's just, or I'm sorry, FAU is just playing really well right now.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
They're executing. Their off the break shots are doing. They're flawless on the off the break shots, and I wouldn't say flawless, but they're very efficient with their off the break shots. They're making smart moves. Yeah. They're winning those low body situations.
Yeah, that's key right there. Low body situation wins. I mean, how many of those points have they got low body wins already?
Well, that takes that clutch mental ability, though. Yeah. It takes confidence in your team. It's like, I don't care if there's 2 of us and 5 of you.
Yeah.
We're still going to win this point.
Yeah.
And that's a bold claim. But we've seen it happen out here a couple times, which is why we're looking at the score we're looking at right now. Wind starting to pick up here as the humidity has started to recede, and we didn't get any rain, so that's always good news. So here we go on the breakout. Owls trying to crack that double-digit mark, put 10 points on the board, and Liberty fighting for their lives right now. Liberty to the yellow zone off the break, pushing aggressive forward. They have to do that.
Oh, 2 Owl players coming off on the Doritos side.
But another Liberty player walking off from that center.
Looks like the Liberty's now in control of Doritos.
And the Owls are walking off in droves. 4 players coming off of the Owls. They only have 1 player left alive. He's hitting the snake.
Oh, his head down. This isn't going to be good for Lochner. Here he comes, highway.
So Smith's going to run, trade out, Lochner.
Oh,
no, Dykes. Yeah, so there's Dykes in the snake for FAU.
Putting another board, much needed point up on the board here.
Well, they're fighting for it.
Yes, they are. They haven't, you know what? I give them that. Their game. They
haven't rolled over yet.
They have not rolled over yet.
Point is good. See that thumbs up sign from the referee. So Liberty able to score a quick one. And yeah, FAU, you know, they've done a really good job of gunfighting, but not that point. We looked over, took a look over at Liberty, looked back at FAU, and just see 4 players from FAU walking off pretty much at the same time. There was that highway run from Liberty.
Smith doing the also famous point. I shot him first.
You can argue all you want, but the refs are going to be the ones sorting that out.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be right back after these messages. Stick with us. Welcome back. Just 6 seconds to go before the start of this next point. Still a little under 3 minutes to play here in this match. Last game of the quarterfinals. And on the breakout, FAU rolling their guns. Heavy guns for them. 4
Liberty
guns up.
players coming off. 2 of them. 2-for-1 deal on the Dorito side. Oh, Owl player, what was that? Like stutter step there?
Yeah, it looked like he took a shot, but then continued to run to his bunker. So maybe he caught a bouncer.
It looks like we got 3 Liberty players off the field now. A 2-on-5 if that guy's still alive in the Dorito, being checked by the ref. And he's out. Looks like a 4-on-2 now. Liberty screaming for our penalty from their side of the field. Oh.
Liberty loses another one on the D side.
So 1-on-4 now. 1-on-4 in favor of the Owl, and here comes the paint train. Choo-choo!
So nice work by FAU, and it looks like they are going to hit that double-digit mark. We've only seen it twice in this event so far. Going to score that 10th point as Liberty is forced to concede exactly at the 2-minute mark. So just 2 minutes remain here in regulation time. Giant point differential here as the Owls up 7 points over Liberty. It's not the game we thought we were going to see. See the referee in there?
Checking that player. Is that Robinson? Robson? Yes, it is. Yeah, you got shot. And here comes the paint train. A little back massage, a little head massage. Oh, chicken wing. Let me get some barbecue on that wing.
Yeah, Liberty no answer for anything FAU's throwing at them, man. I mean, yeah, they won 3 points, but FAU is just dominating this game. They look great.
Yeah. So for all the folks at home, Matt, what would this be equivalent to, this type of lead, say in football scores?
This lead in a football score would probably be, man, I would have to say 45-7.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
What do you think?
That's
You're a
fair
football fan and a
assessment,
paintball
yeah.
player. 45-7?
Yeah, 45-7, yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Maybe
You know,
45-6, 2 field goals.
Yeah, sometimes you have a bad day.
Yeah. No, yeah,
And
you do.
Liberty's having a bad afternoon here. Can't really seem to get any offense going. They
It's
don't-
unfortunate because they're a good team.
They
you know?
are, and they've been doing this for a while now, and I had high hopes for them coming in here. Always a great, gracious bunch of guys. Gracious when they win, gracious in defeat. But the issue at stake here is that they just haven't been able to keep enough bodies. This has been a field where you see tons of bodies dropping off the break.
Yeah.
So right away, you already kind of have the point dictated. Not necessarily, because also look what Liberty had done to FAU. So it's totally possible where you can lose bodies and be 5-on-3 and still come back and win that point.
Oh, yeah.
Because FAU has done that, I think, 3 times, at least 2 times in this match, potentially 3.
Yeah, but it definitely takes the confidence in your team and in yourself to be able to pull that off.
Absolutely. So now FAU dropping a body off the break. Looks like Liberty 5 alive.
Liberty into the 50 snake here. Oh, Liberty tower player catching one in the grill. Liberty snake player just doing work right now. No, catching one in the grill. Looks like the snake player's being eliminated. Looks like we got 3-on-3 now.
Time ticking off the clock. Minute 24 to go. There's the back line. FAU.
Oh, Liberty player just slipping all over the place right now.
3-on-3. No, now it's 3-on-2. So it was an even body count, but Liberty losing. I think that was Thompson again in the center.
Yeah, Hansberg just having a game right now. It looks like they're just real content staying in the back line. I mean, there's no need to move anywhere at this point. 55 seconds left in this match. At this point, I mean, if you're not going to go, you might as well just, I mean.
Yeah, but paintball players aren't like that mostly.
True.
You were not like that.
Well, I had to do something.
Well,
Rich Telfer was going to rip my head off.
Exactly. So, you know, I doubt Liberty's just going to go quietly.
No,
see
yeah.
Tippett's still trying to make something happen. So 2 players left alive for Liberty versus 3 FAU Owls. The Owls aren't going to go anywhere. They put more than enough on the board to seal the deal here twice over.
Oh, Ansberg catching on. Liberty coming up the Dorito side now.
Just 10 seconds to go.
2-on-2.
Before we give this victory to a triumphant FAU Owls, who will be advancing in this tournament.
That's all she wrote, folks. That is all she wrote.
That's going to do it. So hats off to the FAU Owls, Florida Atlantic University, handling business here this afternoon and taking down Liberty. So Liberty going to walk off dejected here, and definitely not the performance that they thought they'd get out of their boys here in this game.
Not at all.
There's Hermes.
They know they're all about good sportsmanship, you know?
Yeah, so as FAU will spill out here to shake some hands with Liberty to take this victory. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had a great day at paintball. We got another one coming at you tomorrow. 2 semifinal games in the morning. And then also check out CBS Sports Network for that final match. I'm Matty Marshall with Kevin Kappas-Arcilla and Todd Martinez, on behalf of our entire broadcast crew. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow.